Gamers, what's going on? It's your boy Jack Films. Today we will be reacting to a rather infamous video. That's right, it's Jack to the Future. You've asked for it. I'm here to deliver. Now this is a video that's near and dear and close to my heart, but it's something that I kind of want to meme on, and we can discuss. You know, I want to give some possible. I don't want to merely react to it, but I also want to talk about some behind the scenes activities and all that. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do some Jack to the Future reacting. And before we begin, if you like what you see, don't forget to hit that sub button, smash that bell. Thank you very much. It's Jack's Films. And let's get started. Here's Jack to the Future.
Hey guys, very excited about today.
So, thank you, Jules. I miss this denim jacket very much. I couldn't keep the denim jacket. I do miss it. What I don't miss though is the phone. I don't miss it because I have the phone right here. Oh my gosh, thank you for the stuff. Now this is all a set. I'm in a warehouse, believe it or not. You'll see the warehouse at the end of this video. But this was my goodness, this is me years ago. This is 2016 or 2017 me. I always forget.
Today's video. A huge thanks to Lenovo.
Look at the size of that phone, by the way. Look at the massive, size of this gigantic, you know, the Phonosaurus Rex. You know what I'm saying? Hey, thank you for the bits. I appreciate it.
Yo, that's hot.
Let's continue.
For giving me their amazing brand new phone, the Fab.
And it's a real mouthful. It's a real mouthful. Thank you, Beth.
2 Pro.
The world's first phone with Tango.
Now, yes, we do just, like, your first question is probably, what is Tango? It answers it here. Crazy AR technology from Google. Now, unfortunately, this did not catch on so much as Google thought it would, and that's just the, the long and short of it. Them's the cold hard facts, you know. But they did. I do applaud. I do applaud Lenovo. Trying to come up. God. But something different. I do. Thanks for the bits. But let us continue because this video is very polarizing, and you'll see why.
Edit. Thanks for the follow, kind stranger.
Kind of feels like a piece.
Look at babyface me. You know what I'm saying? Before I sported, this is a facial hair. You know, love it or hate it, the facial hair is here to stay. You know, me kids. But it's just a baby face my baby face era, you know? Thank you, Beth.
Drop right there. And that's exactly why I decided to make a very special time travel episode.
Now, why they decided on time travel, I don't exactly know. I'm not entirely sure why they were so hard set on, like, let's go to the past. I don't know why they were so, gosh diddly darn, focused on this approach.
Yo, that's hot.
And maybe it's just because you can do a lot. You can do a lot of things in the past. You can have a lot of guest stars, and that's the thing. The one thing this video lacks is certainly not a very talented cast. There's an SNL alum in here that you'll see. Some very, very good actors. You know, I don't blame them at all for anything. They were, and their improv was rather good. But let us continue. Let's see where this cursed video goes.
A jackass.
Jack to the Future, let's be real. Jack to the Future is a great pun. Love it or hate it, you have to love it. It's a great pun. It makes a lot of sense. It kind of rolls off the tongue. Jack to the Future. Now, okay, we are no longer in a warehouse. We are actually in a gentle sir's house. I remember meeting the house owner. He was quite. I'll say this. You know, he was quite ornery. This house owner. I remember the last day of filming, he was like, hey, get the hell out of my house.
You can't say that.
Only he didn't say hell, gamers. I'll tell you. This is real. He was ready for the shooting to be finished, you know, and hey, I can hardly blame him. We were taking up this gentle sir's house. He had a lovely pool. It was a family house. It was a very nice home. But so here we are in a lovely kitchen. This is the kind of kitchen that I wouldn't mind having for me own self. Thanks for the bits, Josh.
Question 1. Do you believe in the possibility?
So we had to, another thing, if you look at the comment here, it might be hard to see. But this comment, like, everything's made up. Like the profile pictures are made up. I'm pretty sure the usernames don't exist. Yeah, look at that. At some like it bot. Of course, that has to be a bot. It's fine. I don't think I've ever noticed that before. But I think we had to, just like for clearance's sake, we had to make up. They had to make up all of the. Hey, thank you, Bunny. We had to make sure that we weren't using any copyrighted avatars. You know, like no Avengers no Avengers in my avatars. No animes in the avatar. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't do any IPs, third-party IPs, right? So everything was made up. Everything was fake. Yes.
Of time travel. I literally just said that this is the.
We did so many takes, by the way, because I think this was a
Yo,
one
these
cam
are all
shoot, so it's not like we have
points.
multiple cams. Everything was one cam. So like we had, it's like what you just saw. That was a close-up angle. Let's go back. So I had to say all my lines in a close-up angle, and then they're like, all right, cut, and they have move the sticks, move the camera. They had to move back. And just look at this beautiful kitchen, by the way. Mamma mia! You know, if I were more of a chef, I would be hard pressed to find a better kitchen. You got the ceiling up here. Here, let me use my mouth. Yeah, you got the thing you can hang your pots and pans. I think it's really a very nice kitchen. Now, why I had this big pound of beef, I don't rightly know. It was someone's idea. They thought it'd be very funny if I just punch it. And it's just it's interesting. I'm not averse to slapstick by any means. No, not at all. But it was just this particular joke you're about to see. It's not something I would do on my channel, but they took a swing for it. It was a swing and a miss.
Oh,
Batting average was I guess 5 to 10. But let's press on and continue.
This is the time travel episode of Jackass. Please try to keep up.
They really liked that. And that's not the sound beef makes, but they really liked that. And I didn't fight them on it. I said, you know what? If you like it so much, let's roll with it. Why not? Maybe the viewers will like it. And they didn't, but that's okay because this is a learning experience. It was fun to work on a set with catering. They had snacks and everything. It was fun to work with a lighting crew, a camera crew, a director, and actors. Yeah, it doesn't happen to me every day. And then I do like this. This cut is very reminiscent of 2001: A Space Odyssey, where the apes throw the bone, and the bone jump cuts to the space station in space thousands of years later. This cut is not dissimilar to that. Every frame a painting. And if this slab of meat doesn't get your mouth watering, check your pulse because you might be dead inside.
Can't say that.
Hey, if you're liking what you're seeing,
Say that.
be sure to hit that sub button and click that bell so you never miss a single reaction here on Jack's Films, the greatest reaction channel this side of YouTube.
Question 2.
So now we're outside. We're still at the Gentle Sir's house. This is a real house. It's a beautiful establishment. They did have a lovely grill here. I'm not too far away from the pool that we shot a lot of footage here. And hey, peep the username, peep the thanks the picture. Hey, thanks for the follow. All this made up. You can see I don't even know what this art is. Pretty Zerb. That's definitely not a person. No way. And of course, even if upon closer enhancement, right? That's not how tweets even look like. Like my @ is a different size. Yeah, this was very clearly made in Photoshop. But because this was such a bigger budget production, it was a sponsored video. They couldn't take any risks, so they copyrighted IPs of the avatar. Thank you very much, Gray. Thank you.
If you could go back in time,
I do like the chef's hat. I will say it was very cute that they gave me a little chef's hat. I wish they gave me an apron that said "Kiss the Jack." You know what I'm saying? Something fun like that, but that's okay. If there's one thing this video wasn't lacking, it was budget. It had a good budget.
what's one thing you changed about your childhood? Well, I would probably confront my middle school bully.
Now, that's to be fair. I had some bullies in high school, and sometimes I was the bully in middle school. So go figure, right? But I guess I was speaking a little bit from experience here. I think I did get to write my own answer to this question. I can't remember if I wrote the questions too. I may have written the questions. It's all a blurry haze.
And tell him I grow up to be a big YouTube star.
Yo, that's hot.
I don't even know if I did write that answer.
Oh, no.
I did flip that though.
Oh.
Humpty Dumpty, thank you, Queen Amanda.
Awesome sauce.
Of course, then he'd be all like, what's a YouTube? You know what, that question sucks. Next question.
I'm surprised they let me say sucks. I thought that was rather edgy for something like this. Peep the whip pan. Beautiful whip pan transition from one scene to another. And here you can clearly see the pool with the stone hot tub. Gamers, let me know in the comments if you want a pool with a hot tub, because chalk me right up to that. With the real estate market being what it is today, you need more than $1 or $2 to get yourself a house with a pool. You know what I'm saying? especially with this thing in California. If you can even forget about it, my goodness gracious, $1 million gets you a handshake and maybe a bedroom with half bath. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I will say these burgers look juicy and plumpy. Oh my God, Lenovo Fab 2 profile.
Yo,
I'm a
that's
big
hot.
fan. Thank you for the opportunity.
Question 3.
And I do like the little lotion on the nose. You know, that's you know, peep the fit.
Would you travel to the past?
Now we have to. Okay, this is another very clearly hand-drawn avatar. I think all of these must have been made in like MS Paint. Yeah, like that's like a brush tool. Yeah, it's a lot. Okay, this is like very edgy, I would say. Because this llama is clearly wearing a beer hat. I'm surprised that Lenovo was like, we could definitely. We can show a llama drinking beer. I'm surprised no one at like, you know, no one at the top was like we can't encourage animal drinking. No one said that. And so to Lenovo's credit, I say kudos for letting that you know, sneak by. But the username Hooligan Llama. Wrong pipe. Sorry, I thought I had more to say about the name. I don't. No commentary on the username.
Or the future? Listen up, Hooligan Llama. I'm about to
Oh, I forgot I even said it in the video. That's fun.
blow your mind.
I'm surprised there was no like effect. There's no blow your mind effect that happened. You know, they certainly had the budget to make that happen. But that's okay. Look at this gorgeous shot though. Like look at the creamy. Oh, and especially with this lens, whatever lens they're using. Look how creamy that bokeh effect looks in the background. And even still, with the wider shot, you still have that lovely out of focus, blurry background. Very magazine quality picture here. Every frame a painting. That's good meat.
That's good meat.
Okay, good. I think I remember me saying that. Yeah. I forget. I wish I could tell you gamers how many takes they had me take a bite of that burger. I wish I could tell. I just don't remember. I simply don't remember. Oh, here we go. Here's a scene. Here's a very infamous scene here.
So I'm taking my Fab 2 Pro with me.
Look at, and again, really appreciate how massive. Now this is before phones were like all screen. Like nowadays, you'd be hard pressed to find a phone that isn't like, you know, all screen, top to bottom. Excuse me. But here, it was a more forgiving year for bezels. In 2016, 2017, every phone had bezels like this. If you're not familiar with that term, bezels are kind of like the chin and the forehead of a smartphone. But look at this is a meaty boy. It was a thick phone. It was a big phone. It was a slab.
With me to travel through space and time.
I wish I had those pants too. Like I don't think I owned a single item of clothing.
Oh,
they really
no,
dressed me up head to toe
man.
in whatever was fashionable
Say
at the
that,
time. I don't even
man.
think the T-shirt's mine. I think they were just like, we don't like your wardrobe, Mr. Films. We're gonna give you some more appropriate attire. I don't even know why. I don't know. Like those aren't my pants. Certainly aren't my shoes. I don't have a single pair like those shoes. I don't have anything in denim. You know, besides my jeans, of course. But I certainly don't have a denim jacket. Yeah, really makes you think.
And my own personalized home build.
Oh, there you go. There's the thumbnail, right? This is basically the thumbnail for the video. The design for the time machine is super cute. It's hyper cute, I would say. You have the big old QWERTY keyboard, some kind of computer motherboard soldiered onto it, and you got the arms.
Build time machine.
Now, okay, this is interesting. How do they get this shot? Oh, I think I was there for this.
Yo.
Oh my God, Jax, thank you very much for the sub.
Oh,
hold on now.
Say that.
Okay, so clearly they dropped this from some. Yeah, you can tell they dropped it like from here, because like it floats a little bit before it comes down. So I wonder if it was like. Oh, you know what? Maybe they cut out some stuff in the background, like clone stamp something. Because I don't know. I feel like. Look at the leaves up here. They don't move at all. So I feel like maybe there's someone there. And now they move. You know what? I don't know how they did it. It's magic. Movie magic. Anyways, they dropped it from some height.
Purple, red.
This is me ad-libbing, by the way. This is my expert ad-libbing. I'm a piss poor ad-libber. I'm not good at improv. They just had some shots. They were like, how about you goof around the time machine, do your classic Jax Films witty humor. And I told them, ooh, about to have a rude awakening. I don't have any. Oh, thank you, Judith.
Purple, red. Oh, we got a green one. That's good.
Very clearly ad-libbing here. No idea what I'm doing. You know, everybody wishes they were, you know, in a Christopher Guest film, right? Ad-libbing with Eugene Levy and the others.
I think that's good.
Christopher Guest.
Let me measure it with my phone real quick.
Oh, there you go. This took a million takes.
Oh.
Can you say awesome sauce?
Thank you very much for the sub. Now this took a bunch of takes. The way that I had to
Thanks for
align
the
the
follow,
phone.
kind stranger.
Thank you, Dapper. The way I had to align the phone and make all this happen. This required many takes, right? It's a very because it required like real pinpoint. And even here, you can kind of tell that the AR technology just isn't quite fully baked there, right? It's like, look at this line. It's like, whoop, right? Not quite,
Yo,
not
these are
quite,
all
not
good
quite what I'm pointing at. But hey, God bless him. You know, when you're designing new tech, you know, whether it's AR or AI, you know, hey, how different are you know? The letters are the same, but the sentiment stays the same. Or letters are different, but the sentiment stays the same. You have to be brave. It's a brave new world, and you have to try new things. So I do applaud Lenovo, Tango, and Google on trying something. And ultimately, you know, maybe the Tango technology didn't quite pan out, but it was a neat idea. Oh. Wait a minute. Gamers. Is this composited in post? Wait a minute. I'm looking at the outline of
Thanks
this
for the
screen.
follow, kind stranger.
Yes, thank you for the follow,
Yo, that's
kind
hot.
stranger. I'm wondering if this is composited
Oh
in
no.
post. Oh, maybe. It's very possible. I don't know. That might, maybe not. But I feel like, is it possible that this was done in post? I can neither confirm nor deny it with 100% certainty.
Edit. Thanks for the follow.
Thank
kind
you for the
stranger.
follow. It's very hard to tell.
Yo,
Make
that's
sure
hot.
everything lines up. Looks good. Open!
Oh, me getting into it? Oh, this is very hard. I think I had to be helped into it because you don't even see me really get into it. I don't know why they had me throw the chair so angrily.
Let's go!
I promise I'm not a
Thanks for the follow, kind
rageaholic.
stranger.
Thank you, Reese, for the sub, or for the follow, I should say. But it took a few tries. It took well, not a few tries, but I was rather clumsy getting into this this little contraption here. But look at the fog. I can't remember how they made this fog in
Yo,
here.
that's
Some kind of
hot.
fog machine just blasting in a concentrated area. I don't know. If you know anything about fog machines, they tend to never work the way you want them to. You know, hey, if you know, you know. And if you don't, you don't. And by the way, gamers, if you know, go ahead and sub. Hit that sub button and click that bell.
these are
All right, for
all
more fun
good
reactions.
points.
You know. Now, how they waved the arms, I'm not entirely sure. I don't think my arms could fit through
Yo, that's
there,
hot.
right? Maybe is there a string? It's hard. Well, I don't see a string. I wonder how they did that.
Edit. Thanks for the follow, kind stranger.
Thank you, Thor. Okay, now here's the thing. This was a practical set, but of course, very obvious the green screen behind me, right? This was just a green thing. Something I wish they did. You know how? Notice how the background's kind of blurry, like this little, you know, whatever this is. That's kind of blurry. And that's kind of blurry.
Whoa, you can't say that.
Me
You can't
thinking,
say that.
why is this should be blurry? Like the background, like this green screen effect should be
Yo,
more
that's
blurry
hot.
to blend in with the background more. And I thought that's a bit of an oversight, but that's okay. You notice there's a bit of a Doctor Who effect happening here, where it's larger on the inside than the outside, you know. But maybe that was intentional.
Just so you know, time travel is not instant. So while we're waiting, how about I just answer some of your questions? How do I tell my parents that?
Okay, here's another gleefully original avatar here, or post. So like eyeliner love 98.
Yo.
That's very clearly just another
Whoa,
drawing.
you can't say that.
How do I tell my
You
parents
can't
that I'm
say
goth? Let's
that.
see how I answer this one.
That I'm
Oh.
goth. What you can do is travel to the future where you outgrow your goth phase. Boom, problem solved. How many
I'm proud of that one. That was actually one of my better moments, I must say. That was the Jack film original. That was all me. And I will say, maybe that was the funniest part of the video. Well, that's not true. Because I'm surrounded by very talented actors, and you'll see they can just act circles around your boy. It's rather embarrassing
Yo,
how
that's
good
hot.
these actors are in this video, and I do mean that from the bottom of my black heart. I do. Spacey Bacon. Hey, remember that phase where Everyone thought bacon was epic.
Oh, no,
Guess what?
man.
It still is,
Man,
gamers. You know.
you can't be
Let me know if you
saying
think bacon is still
that.
epic, because I sure do.
Stars are in our galaxy? Good question. To find out, we're gonna go all the way back to 1590 to ask the man himself, Galileo.
How many stars are in the
Yo,
galaxy,
these
though?
are
I
all
think there's.
good points.
I think there's like 200 billion. I want to say 200 billion stars in the Milky Way galaxy. Let me just check real quick. Cause
Yo,
now
that's hot.
Now your boy's curious. Let me just ask. Let me ask my boy Google. How many stars are in the Milky Way galaxy? Damn it. 100 billion. 100 billion. I said 200 billion, so I was exactly 100% wrong. But that's okay. That's okay. I'll bet I was closer than maybe some haters out there.
Dude, my dude.
Oh, thank you very much, Andon. Okay, so this, I'm trying to remember if the shaky cam was practical or not. You know, it was probably done in post. Okay, so here's another. Now we're back in the
that's
warehouse.
hot.
Or sound. I keep saying warehouse. I should say sound
Thanks
stage.
for the follow.
This, the beginning of this video, and some
Oh,
parts
you
like
can't
this.
say
This was
that.
done on a sound
You
stage,
can't
right?
say that.
And so these two, and especially the fellow who plays Galileo, my theoretical hat, I'm tipping very hard. My fedora goes out to this gentle sir, because he was just a wonderful actor. You know, he played off of whatever I gave him, but honestly,
hot.
you know, you could tell that like I'm the dumb YouTuber, but this guy was the actual actor. He was a lot of fun to work with. And funny enough, he looks like he looks very similar to one of my old college roommates, and it kind of like threw me for a loop the entire time we were shooting. I remember that very clearly. I was like, "You look just like." I don't think I ever told him. Maybe I kept that inside my head.
If only we could
Thanks
see
for the
them.
follow, kind stranger.
Oh, thank you, sweet jam. This took a million takes too. We did so many takes of every single line reading. It was a real legit film shoot. Let me tell you,
Thanks
gamers,
for the
it was
follow,
the real
kind
deal.
stranger.
All right.
Instead of relying on our mind's
Yo,
eye.
that's hot.
Whoa, shut up for a sec.
I think I came up with. Whoa, shut up for a sec. I think I was rather proud of that, and that took me many a
Thanks for
take
the
and many a
follow,
time
kind stranger.
to Vanga Boy is real. Is the Vanga bus coming? Thanks for the follow, kind gentle gamer.
I think I can help you guys out. No, it's actually called augmented reality.
And I feel bad for the gentle sir on the right here. I think
Yo,
that's
these
his
are
one
all
line. I
good
think just
points.
calling me the devil, which is admittedly not a bad line at all. But I wish they gave him more to do. I do like how terrified and disgusted this actor is by me, or his character, I should say. The character of Galileo is by me and this weird futuristic device.
It lets me see a fully scaled
All right, now let's marvel at this 3D sun here. So this is what Google was talking about with, or Tango with their AR technology, right? The power and ability to see 3D objects using your phone's camera. And speaking of AR technology, gamers, have you heard about this? Have you seen this? Have you read this anywhere? That Apple's next big thing. It's not a phone. It's not even the Apple car. No. Apple's working on an AR headset, not to be confused with VR. AR. Imagine, if you would, like glasses or something that lets you see, you can see your hands in front of you, you can see people, but the AR allows you to see, well,
Oh no,
this.
man.
It allows you to see
Man,
3D
you
objects,
can't be
maybe
saying
UI
that,
overlays,
man.
numbers. You see, what I would like to do is I would like to put on glasses and have subtitles pop up whenever people talk at me. You know what I'm saying, gamers? Because sometimes, I don't hear so good. It would be nice to have like IRL subtitles or captions. You know when you watch Netflix and people are like way too British, and you're like, I don't even know what the heck you're saying, man. And you put on the dang subtitles. Hey, ask my wife.
these are all
She's terrible at
good
understanding, very British people on the TV. We put those captions on right away, right? Well, what if you had glasses that let you do that? That's possibly what Apple's working on. So, chew on that.
model of the solar system. The sun, the Big Dipper.
And I think this. Oh no. Oh no. I just noticed something, gamers. I just noticed something. And props to the team. Like, this isn't easy to do. Now I'm certain
Yo.
that the phone close-ups were done in post.
Oh, you can't
I
say
think
that.
I can legally say
You
this.
can't say that.
Take a look at the pinky.
Oh.
Take a look at the pinky right here. Look at the fingy, right? you'll notice the screen kind of, you know, chops the pinky off. Phone screens don't do that so much. That's how you know this was, at least some close-ups may have been done in post. And that's okay. That's okay, you know. I'm sure there's a disclaimer somewhere saying, like, you know, images were rendered, you know, something like that. One of those disclaimers, the very small print. I don't recall. And it must be hard. It must be hard. It would be hard to mask out the thingy for every frame, right? Like, oh, paint it out here. Oh, paint it out here. Oh, paint it out here. Oh, you know what I'm saying, gamers? Like that would be like some poor editor would have to rotoscope that or mask out the thingy every single frame. And even at 24 frames a second, you know, I export all my videos at 60 frames a second. I can't imagine that headache. But even at 24 frames a second, you know, 24 or 30, whatever this video is at, that would be just a nightmare wrapped inside another nightmare. So,
Big Dipper,
but that is kind of funny that I never noticed that until now.
a little skipper, a unicorn, unicran.
I think I was channeling Tim and Eric when I was trying to do this, when I was making up constellations and stars that don't exist. Tim and Eric, they had a lovely segment from their most famous show, Tim and Eric Awesome Show, great job, where it's all about space, and they play two astronomers, you know, edutaining us about all the cool stars and constellations in the night sky, but everything's wrong. It's really funny. There's a close-up of Tim going, well, you got the big dipster, little dipster, Tiddleman's crest, things that don't exist. It's very funny, and I think I may have been channeling some of that a little bit when I was making up, you know, Omicron. I was trying not to say Tiddleman's crest because that's Tim Heidecker's. You know, that's not mine. Oh, there you go. People in the Twitch chatter say, yeah, universe equals yeah, a tube 2x. Yep. You've seen the thing. Yep.
Some other ones. Oh, real quick, do you guys know how many stars?
The Diablo actor, you know, he's doing a lot with very little. Like, he had one line, right? But he's making the most. He's making the most of his one line. Pardon me for a sec as I go backwards. Just being absolutely terrified by this disgusting pasty boy who came from the future, wearing a denim jacket and with a phone that's way too big to be a phone, let's be real.
How many stars are in our galaxy? You know what? I'll just look it up. Thanks anyway.
It's 100 billion.
You
I know
can't say
we
that.
now know. Thanks to Sir Google or Madam Google or Gamer Google, however they identify her. It's 100 billion stars in the Milky Way galaxy. Give or take a few billion. You know, who can really be sure?
For the follow, kind stranger.
Thank you for the follow. All right, now back to Jack to the Future.
Bye.
He's a bit of a jerk, wasn't he?
Thanks for the follow.
Galileo would never say that, which is why. Oh, Lenovo editors! Wow, look at that. Very epic. I do like that little, like, it was a bit of I was very Turkish. But it's funny to have Galileo
Kind stranger.
you know, address that. So this video has many faults. It has some gems though, and I would say that was one of them.
What is your favorite video game?
Okay, Frizz Business absolutely doesn't exist.
You just
Humpty Dumpty, thank you, Chalupa Games.
say awesome sauce.
So this avatar absolutely doesn't exist, right? Like this was done in paint, but that's okay. There's a very similar, like there's a very unique style all these avatars have in this video. It's interesting, like an artistic similarity, a theme, a motif, if you will.
I'm not really a fan of the new ones. I don't really have the fingers for them. So let's go all the way back to 1972.
Now, if you were to ask me, like, obviously, like, I couldn't mention a real video game. Like, this is all, like, that question, what's your favorite video game, was merely meant to segue into the next segment here in Jack to the Future. But if you were to ask me that now, I don't know. I do love me some Elden Ring. I keep playing Elden Ring. I keep coming back to it. Also, me thinking I love Mario Maker 2, also great game. Great game for the Switch. You know, very just different systems, the PC and the Switch. PC where do we play Elden Ring, and the Switch where do we play Mario Maker 2.
My dude.
Let me know in the comments below what what's your favorite video game.
Dude.
And hey, while you're commenting, why don't you hit that sub button and ring a ding 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 that notification bell, okay? And be you know, so that you are so that you become addicted to my reactions. I jest, of course, but you know, watch responsibly. Let's keep going.
To play the first video game.
All right, 1972. I may be old, but not even I was born in 1972. You know, so we're going way back in time here. So here we are in the garage. I don't entirely remember where the garage, where we
Edit.
filmed the
Thanks for the
garage
follow,
scene.
kind
Thank you,
stranger.
Lenovo lawyers. I don't quite remember where we filmed the garage scene. If it was still in the same house or not, I don't remember.
Oh no, man.
Oh, here we go. Okay,
Man.
okay.
You can't
So
be saying that, man.
this gentle sir, his name escapes me, but he was the funniest person I worked with on this video. He, believe it or not, he is a Saturday Night Live alum. And it showed.
Edit.
He every
Thanks for the
single
follow,
he
kind
ad-libbed, and this is real. Thank you for the follow. This is real though. He ad-libbed many, I think most of his lines. He had so many ad-libs every time we filmed.
No.
Oh, thank you, Lenovo editors, for the bits. But he was an absolute gem. He was the funniest person, bar none.
Edit.
He just ran
Thanks for the
circles around
follow,
my funny
kind
bone.
stranger.
And I wish they included some of his funnier lines. I think they included his more mild takes. And when I say takes, I mean the modern way. I don't mean like, ooh, what a hot take. I mean like the film take. You know, when you record, like that's a take. You know, but he was incredible. So pay attention to him. And he was a Saturday Night Live alum.
Yo.
Hey guys.
Oh, you can't say
Oh, she was
that.
good too. I like this acting.
You
I
can't
don't.
say that.
I look how kind of like nerdy derpy, like you know, like, it's very funny. Like she plays her role very well, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I do like that. I love the creepy mustache. The calculator watch. I feel like this is a bit anachronistic. I don't think they had calculator watches like that
Edit.
in the
Thanks for the follow,
70s.
kind stranger.
Now your boy had calculator watches. Me thinks I was a little obsessed with calculator watches in my my youth and adolescence. I loved me some calculator watches. I had some really nifty calculator watches. I had one with a voice recorder, one that could store a phone. Well, all these calculator watches could store phone numbers. You know, back when that was a thing, right? That used to be a selling point. Casio used to be like, our calculator watch could store 40 phone numbers, 40 contacts, and that used to blow people's minds. Can you imagine? That was literally a selling point of watches back in the day. I'm not
Yo,
making
that's
this up.
hot.
But let's go back to the matter at hand.
Yo, that's hot.
Well, I don't mean to brag, but we've created something revolutionary.
See, he's so proud. I like this person's acting ability is unironically wonderful. He's so proud. He's almost like
Yo, these
in
are
secrets.
all
Like, well,
good
actually, I love that. He conveys that very, very well. I will say, like, and again, this video, sure, it's filled to it's up to the neck with faults and everything, but the acting all around was not
Yo, that's hot.
was not among them. In fact, I think the weakest acting in this video comes from yours truly. Yeah. So if you're gonna blame anyone, you can blame me. It's fine. I can take it.
You see, this rectangular paddle hits this round circular ball, and then that ball travels.
I love enthusiasm, right? He's explaining this like earth-shattering concept, right? Which I'm sure in the early 70s, it absolutely was earth-shattering. People used to be like, "What do you mean you play games on a TV? TVs are for watching, not for playing," right? So I can imagine
you
like
can't say
that the
that.
reactions weren't
You
too
can't say
dissimilar
that.
to the very exaggerated ones we're seeing here. You know what I'm saying, gamers?
Across this empty black space where
Oh,
Yo, that's hot.
me thinks that was an Easter egg that I missed. Well, oh look at that! Oh, that's funny. This video is how many years old, and never have I ever noticed that it goes from cool dude to, well, that sucked. And you know what? I appreciate that. That's a fun blinking and missing kind of gag. I'm literally freezing and analyzing frames, and it only took me, you know, that many years,
Yo, that's
6 or
hot.
7 years, to notice that. That's pretty impressive. Say what you will about this ad. That's pretty cool.
Yo.
space where it meets up with
Oh, you can't say that.
another paddle.
You can't say that.
That's
I love that. I love that.
Oh.
Huh? Like, tell me how impressed you are, right? I love that. Like, honestly,
Dude.
SNL should bring this
My
person
dude.
back. He was wonderful.
really tight, guys. And you'll be happy to hear that you helped pave the way
Thanks for the
for
follow,
AR
kind
games. Check this out.
What is it?
See, I have to say, in this trio,
that's
I am the
hot.
weakest actor by far. These are two
Edit.
legit
Thanks
actors.
for the follow,
Just blowing me
kind
out the
stranger.
water, you know.
It's the future. So you're trying to hit this
Oh, here we go.
Oh no, man. You
Okay,
can't
I
be
do think I did
Thanks for the
Oh.
follow, kind stranger.
Oh, you know what? I will say, thank you for the follow, Cat Stranger. I will say, I don't think I did not play this. I did not play this game.
That's hot. Yo, these are
In fact,
all
don't you?
good.
Because hey, shouldn't you be able to see the person? Don't you think
Edit. Thanks for the follow.
Don't you think
kind
if you're playing
stranger.
this game, if you're using the camera, wouldn't you see the guy here? Don't you
Yo,
think?
that's hot.
Oh, oh, but look, he's off to the side.
Try to hit this target.
Yeah,
Thanks for
okay.
the follow, kind
Well-
stranger.
Oh yeah, no, this is all. It's not quite more accurate.
Where are
is
the
it, gamers?
cords?
Oh, wait a minute. Oh. Never mind. Maybe this is real. Oh, egg on my face, gamers. My apologies. Please accept my humble apology. I guess this is real, because how could they have done that? Very interesting. Yes. Now wait a minute.
Dude.
But there's some.
Dude,
Okay, but
I
look
do.
here, gamers. Look at this. There's some elements of the screen that are kind of like spilling out into the bezel. And remember, the bezel is like the chin of the phone, not the screen. So why is that happening? I don't know. But they integrated the camera. Maybe they just had me. You know what, gamers?
Yo,
Maybe they
that's
just had me
hot.
turn on the
Thanks for
camera,
follow, kind
and then they
stranger.
threw on the other graphics in post. That's my.
Yo.
That's my.
Oh, you
That's my
can't
theory.
say that.
No cords.
You can't say
My game
that.
theory. Thank you.
Here, look.
Oh.
We should get one of these.
Oh, this really ticks me off, gamers. And it takes a lot to tick me off, but this really ticks me off. And I'm pardon my French, but I'm rather ticked off. He had so many lines here. Oh, the pond couple just subbed. Hey, honey, we should get one of those. Wow, that was fast. Well done. He had so many lines here. And I think he had a lot of retorts and insults to my character, right? For like undermining his life's work here. And naturally, the video used none of them. Instead, just said it did a very generic game over effect, like
Oh, no.
right, which is fine. It's not laugh out loud funny, you know, but it's fine. It's the safe route when it comes to humor.
Honey, we should get one of these.
And you see, and sure, you
Yo,
can
that's
see,
hot.
you see the depression, you see the anger, the hatred, the seething envy. You see all of these, you know, every frame, every face of painting. But he had so many lines that we will never hear. So they're on a cutting room floor somewhere, or rather on a cutting room hard drive, methinks. But it really sickens, angers, disgusts, and depresses me that we will never hear this gentle sir's very funny lines.
These are all
So I'm sorry for that loss, gamers. We'll never know.
What do you think it'll be like in the year 2150?
Now this is the most, buckle up. This is the most painful part of the video. Remember when I kept saying that like I'm in scenes with better actors than myself? Well, now we're about to come to a scene where that is not the case. And in fact, the acting's about to get twice as worse because it's just me and a clone. Yeah, and it's no bueno.
Finally, a good question. Let's go to the future where people can finally wrap their minds around.
And by the way, I'm terrible at line memorization. I think every single time I had to say this or any line, I had to do like 10 takes just to get the dang line right? Not even, don't even talk about delivering. It was just really just try to like say the line, you know, say the line, say the words on the script. And I couldn't even do that, so.
On this crazy technology. It's time to go.
Not a good actor is what I'm saying.
Jack to the future.
So now we're gonna go
Oh,
Get
man.
it? Jack to the future.
the
You
record
can't be
scratch.
saying that, man.
I don't think the scene needed a record scratch, but that's okay because it's not up to me. It was up to a different team. I wouldn't put a record scratch except if it were done ironically, and here the record scratch was done unironically. But now we're just nitpicking, right? Now I'm just being rude. Because at the end of the day, this was a fun experience. I don't regret a single frame of it. I was happy to work on set with the team, a very capable team. It's just, you know, sometimes the project is less than the sum of its parts, and that's what we have here today. But it was a fun experience. I will never. It's an experience I'll take to my grave.
It's a pun on a famous movie.
It's funny. It looks like I'm wearing blush here, and it's not. I think because these are lights. Believe it or not, these lights are not green screen. They had actual lights. Because this is not a bad looking background, but like. Look at my eye up here. It looks like I'm wearing some kind of like I keep saying blush. I don't know. It looks like I'm
you
wearing
can't
some kind of
say
like
that.
makeup there.
You can't
Oh, but you can
say
see it on my
that.
neck too, so it's very clear to the light. Anyways,
Where Simba loses his dad. Wait. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
all right. So here we are at the hella distant future. Gamers, pardon me. I just need to take a swig of my gamer juice real quick. Hold on. Things are about to take a trip into the cringe here. Now this was another scene where they had me say all sorts of lines, just all sorts of lines, all sorts of variations, right? And they had to Franken edit, you know, the best combos of, you know, clone A versus clone B. Let's see what happens, because I don't even remember what I say.
Oh my gosh. You must be my great.
Okay, so they had to, so my hair, they had to like spray paint my hair this lovely metallic silver white color. And I will say, it's a fun, I look reminiscent of like a mythical Jack Frost, part of the pun, but a Jack Frost type character, you know, like all in white with like a silver puff jacket and the silver white hair. Thank you, Joey. Humpty Dumpty, indeed. I do look like some kind of mythical, you know, Jack Frost character. Like I control the elements or possibly the winter season.
Great grandson.
Get out of my home.
Let's grab a picture of the handsome boy, huh?
No.
Just gotta add a drag.
I will say I'm proud of oh Bunny, thank you for the sub. I don't hate my line saying let's take a picture of the handsome boy. But gamers, I don't think I even wrote that. I think someone else, maybe someone on set was like, ooh, have a take. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of like, ooh, do a take where you say this, or do a take where you say that, right? Thank you, John Lebon. I'm ashamed to admit, I think someone who's very funny on set said, let's get a picture of the handsome boy. And I was like, that's really funny, let's do it. I'm glad that made the cut, because that is a funny line. I can't take any credit for that.
Add a dragon.
Oh, no.
And boom.
Oh.
Okay, no, I don't know. Okay. Now that, oh yeah, absolutely. So the dragon thing absolutely did not exist. I remember they definitely added the dragon in post. But it gives you, it's fine, because it's, in the end of the day, it's an advertisement. It gives you an idea of what a phone like this could do, right? So I'm sure you could absolutely apply a dragon-like filter. These are very crude filters. We're in the days of like what, early Snapchat, right? TikTok was just a, you know, just a twinkle in Musically's eye.
You just subbed
Thank
to
you,
me.
Sleepy Pigeon. Humpty Dumpty, indeed.
Awesome sauce.
It's pretty cool, right? Little dragon popping up and everything. Your body language.
I don't know why I broke the fourth wall. I don't know why they like had me look at the camera. That's a very interesting creative choice.
Oh,
we,
you can't
we rock
say
and roll
that.
with it.
Says yes.
You can't say that.
Not a little? Not even a little?
No.
Yeah, no.
So like, I think they had all sorts of scenarios where me on the chair, I said
Yo,
all
that's
sorts
hot.
of, I said all sorts of
Subbed
things.
to me. Can you say awesome sauce?
Wow, I can't believe. Wow, that's very cool that this person subbed to us. I forgot my train of thought. Let's keep watching.
I'm busy too. I gotta get back to my.
Oh, that's right. They had me say a real myriad of lines as both me here and then me as the Jack Frost future character.
Yo, these are
just all
all
sorts of
good
lines.
points.
And so you know, in editing, you know how they always say, "We'll fix it in post. We'll fix it." They must have fixed it in post to like have pairs of conversations that worked and you know that weren't totally clashing.
Time machine. It was really cool catching up. Call me. Or, you know,
Now, this is interesting. Is it just me, or does the focus very slightly go out of detail here? Or am I just imagining it? Look at the face, all right? So keep an eye on the eyes. But look at the eyes as I advance frame by frame. Wrong pipe. I don't know. Maybe I'm just seeing things, but it felt like it got a little blurry. Anyways, maybe not.
call me. Or, you know, it doesn't work like that. Call me anyway, man.
So it's just one of those like that scene doesn't work, and I'll take half the blame at the very least. It's just one of those you can't ad-lib with yourself. You really, really can't. You can write dialogue in advance, but you simply cannot ad-lib when it's you and another person. It doesn't work. I think we should have, we as a team, me and the writers.
Thanks for the follow.
Thank you, Jax from 2017. We should have really carefully scripted out a back and forth dialogue and not just have one version be say, you know, options for lines, because that's what they were. They were options, and then have other me say more options for lines, right? Because at the end of the day, me from the future, I just say a lot of no. I just say no a lot, and that's the joke, right? Kind of weak in a comedic standpoint. So like I said, I shoulder some blame.
All in all, that was a pretty good trip.
Oh, look at that. And you can see, I told you. So I kept saying warehouse, but I corrected that to soundstage. But see this big wall there? Like, it looks like we're shooting in a lovely home somewhere, but like, no, we were just on a soundstage in a lot somewhere. Couldn't tell you. Gun to my head. Couldn't tell you where said soundstage was. You know? He's right behind me. Thanks for the sub.
Nova, thanks for the free phone. Not giving it back.
Oh, and that is one thing.
Thanks for the follow, kind
They
stranger.
did.
Oh, no,
They did give me a
man.
phone. They gave me like
Yeah,
not a
say
prototype. So
that,
like in this
man.
video, I'm holding a prototype, right? I'm holding kind of like a dummy phone that doesn't quite work.
Bacon is
Not 100%, but oh, where is it? I'm rummaging through my phone cabinet where I have all my phones. Where's the Lenovo phone? Oh, tell me it's here. Tell me my Lenovo phone is here. Yes, it is. Gamers, here it is. This is the phone that this is the Lenovo phone they gifted me. You know, once the video was up, as a thank you, and I thought that was actually quite class. It's very cool of them. So look at this darn thing. The battery's dead. Otherwise, I turn on the screen for you. Look at the back of it, right? So this is I can't tell if there are 2 cameras on this or not, because like this was like maybe there are only 2. This was right at the advent where smartphones started to get 2 cameras on the back. That was a real
Oh, you
breakthrough.
can't
They were
say
like,
that.
"What?
Oh,
Phones have
you
2
can't
cameras
say
on the
that.
back now? That's crazy!" And of course now it's just like, "Yeah, get in line." You know, actually 3's the new minimum, huh? But you know, it was a different time. It was 2017. It was a different time. The iPhone I think just had 2 cameras. Like just came out with 2 cameras. It was crazy. So this bad boy must have had at least 1 in the back, probably 2. Look at this big fat one there. Just a big old fat camera. This is a fingerprint reader. I never used this. I never learned my fingerprint. I don't trust the government. They'll never have my fingers. But this is a fingerprint reader there. And if I think you can get a better glimpse at the bezels, right? You can see like where the screen ends there. Just a lot of bezel there and bezel
Yo,
up
these
there.
are all
And
good
bezels were
points.
more acceptable in 2017. Nowadays, if a phone has bezel, like, oh, that's a bad
Oh,
phone. You don't want a phone with bezels now.
You
Like, and
can't
by
say
comparison,
that.
here we are today, right? Here we are today. No bezel. Look at that. Just all
Edit.
screen.
Thanks
Beautiful
for the follow,
screen.
kind stranger.
And that's like, thank you
Yeah,
very much,
that's hot.
Nut Baby. Anyways, I digress. I could talk all day. I could talk your ears off about telephones. But let's continue.
Oh,
A very
no.
fake trip. A very, very fake trip. That is the fakest of trips. And I had to, like, they made me, not made me, but they had me trip, for comedic effect, right? It was just one of those, like, I'm okay, like, that's just that dumb joke. But this was, I can't even mime a good trip. And I apologize, like, I feel bad for the editors, because they were like, they probably have 20 takes of me
Edit. Thanks for
faking
the
that
follow,
trip.
kind
And they all look like
Yo, that's
shit, all my
hot.
takes. So they're like, screw it. Let's just use one of them. But this guy can't act, and he can't even pantomime.
Yo, these are all
They probably edit.
good
You know what? They probably
points.
added that sound in post, right? And I'm glad they did because it sells the effect better. But like, I don't blame them for adding that in post. They needed that. Oh, actually, maybe not. I do actually. Okay, never mind. That was all me. That was a Jack Film original. I guess I could really step on that thing. You can see it.
Not paying for that. Not paying for that. Not my
Oh
problem.
no, man. You can't be saying that.
All in all, it's a perfect video. All in all, well, no, I digress. It's not a perfect video. I don't have any regrets though. I'm glad I did it. Right? It's there. Oh, there's that lovely thumb. Look at that pose. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this crazy guy. I will say I'm glad I did it. But I love these shoes too. I'm just a big. Oh, you can't really see the shoes because my dang body's in the way. But those are nice kicks. But anywho, that's the story of the Jack to the Future with the Lenovo Fab 2 Pro, the world's first phone with Tango. Sorry, I just had a brain fart. I couldn't remember if it was like first phone or only phone. I think it was first, right? Yeah. Anyways, so that's that's it. That's Jack to the Future. And let me know what I should react to next. Just hit me up in the comments. Let me know what I should react to next. And thanks for watching, gamers. You're epic.